In, out.
Do you want me in here?
How do you want to get in there?
I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out.
I mean, your head is so big, it takes up so much of the damn computer
That's
screen.
your head.
That's your head. Whose head is bigger, mine or hers? I think her head, with that puffy hair, is taking up all the screen. And those glasses, they take up half your face. They're like Tom Cruise glasses, but they're not sunglasses. How you doing in West Texas? You just had a spaceship or a rocket launch out of West Texas. I think it was Jeff Bezos. My head's bigger. I mean, I know my head's bigger, like, ego-wise, but, I'm talking about physicality. She's sporting a pretty big head there. What the hell's that?
I'm waving because I just don't.
Like a robot.
I'm gonna have to learn sign language when I come. I just sit here.
You should learn sign language, and then you can have a conversation.
I'm just here for, I guess, your support.
All right. Well, I will stop talking and just let you take over.
No, because we know you have so much to say.
No, I'm done for the night. So go ahead.
No, you're not.
I'm done.
You are not done.
I might get some inspiration in a minute.
You are not done.
It might come. Wax on, wax
I have
off.
a feeling you are not done.
Mr. Miyagi. I am done, Mr. Miyagi. Wax on.
I wonder if we can
Wax
turn
off.
this around and do it the wrong way. No, it's locked. Because it has us looking off to the. What's up? When it's too late
Oh my
for
God!
a beer?
Let's do
Is
another
it
side.
ever?
What's up? I mean, we just got on.
I know, and
a long time to go.
I need to take a minute before, because what happened before we got on has me a little agitated.
And what happened? You spilled the water?
No, not only have you spilled the water, and then you started yelling like it was my fault.
I didn't yell like it was your fault.
Yes, you did.
I stepped over the fence that you put up there to where you put the dog bowls, and I kicked the whole frickin' big giant dog water bowls
for
over.
your father.
Yes.
And the gate is also for your father. And also the yelling that preceded that, because you were pissed off that you had to clean it and mad at yourself for doing it.
And I cleaned it up.
After you
It
said,
really wasn't very hard.
Go get
A
me
towel.
some towels.
It was just water, thankfully. How is
And
everybody?
You had 50,000 carrots on the floor.
I mean, first of all, I haven't had 50,000 carrots in my entire life. So, and we'd still be cleaning them up if there were 50,000. It would take
I
a
will
long
be
time.
sweeping them up later.
She's talking about I grate carrots, so they're little tiny carrot slivers that kind of somehow fell out on the floor.
Johnny Bong, yes, you are right. Alcoholism is real.
It is very real.
My dad had it, my mom had it, and both are dead. Not because of it, but for other things. So
It's
smart.
very real.
Smart. That was a
My
smart.
dad is doing fine today. He's tired, but he didn't really sundown too much today. He ate. What did he? I got a Burger King for lunch. He had fast food for lunch, which normally we've been feeding him sandwiches, but he had a Burger King Junior Whopper and a chicken taco from Del Taco, of which there are 2 more chicken tacos in the fridge and another Junior Whopper.
Pete,
I
because
guarantee you they
Ed
will
is
not
not
last
my
the night.
father. My father has been deceased. That's not what I call him. I call him Ed. I only had one dad. That is why.
David, am I an alpha male?
Hi, Jet.
Only on the football field. God, I just winked. I mean, you know what that reminded me of?
God, you did not win.
I did. I winked.
How did you do it?
I'm only on the football field with an, and that is just so not me to wink. I cannot freaking believe
That
I
was
just
weird.
winked.
Why did you do it?
Because I watched a video. Nana Bear and Joe, I think. If you guys watch it, it's a grandmother raising her grandson. He appears to be like 12. And they do these wonderful lip syncing videos. I really enjoy watching their content. And the kid always winks in the videos at some point. It's a 12-year-old like he's singing a song, and it's like, "Hey, baby," and he gives a wink, which I think is wonderful. And somehow, I copied him. So I just copied a 10-year-old kid.
Hey, baby.
What's my wife's TikTok? You're Mrs. D-Cell NorCal.
I think winking is crazy. And
Winking?
I mean, creepy. It is
It is
creepy.
freaking creepy.
I
But
think, and it's just like, hey,
you know, there's
what the hell
also
does that
another
mean?
guy who does it. And I won't say the name, but actually, he has the same name I do, and he winks a lot. I've watching him forever, and
I won't say the name, but he has the same name I do.
I don't want to say the last name, but he,
I don't know.
he does videos and he winks in the videos. He battles a lot. He battles, but
Yeah, winking creeps me out.
yeah. So don't wink. Don't wink.
Now I'm gonna wink just because.
I'm gonna wink just like it's a tick. I'm gonna wink as a tick.
What's that?
I gotta, hey baby.
Well, when you wink, did you move your mouth
What
with
if
it?
what if I said, hey baby?
Yeah, that's creepy.
That's creepy.
People do that all the time.
Hey baby,
What's up?
you want to know what's going on? I'll tell you. Oh man, that's bad. That is so bad. Please, nobody. I hope nobody's recording this. I don't ever
Was it
want
a
to see that
female?
again.
Was it a female that asked you and then you winked?
I don't know who asked. I don't even know
Lord
what
have
I was
mercy.
responding to, but I winked. Who's got the better Stephen Hawking impersonation? I mean, Surrey's
Lisa,
got.
it gets hard sometimes because I just want to be able to. Goodman. I just want to be able to tell everybody off and just basically
Don't
say
stop
F you, CeeLo Green,
Believing.
F you. But I can't because they like to
Guys,
report.
you need to manscape. If
They-
you know, if
They
you know, if
like
you know
to,
what I mean.
They like to channel because they're little babies and they can't handle it. They can dish it out, but they don't like it.
You guys having trouble? Been striking out at the bar lately? Feeling a little less confident? Manscape. It'll pay off. Want
That's
someone-
what you should have done.
We have hopefully other opportunities to do that. Thank you so much. Your kid's name, your kid's in me. Thank you so much.
Your kid's in me?
That's a good name. That's a good name. I mean, like, what do you mean in you? Like your
Oh my
future kid
God.
is like dripping down your leg, or what do you mean by that? My kid is in me. My future son is dripping down my leg. That does happen. I mean, it's pretty gross, I admit, but
It doesn't drip down your leg.
not my leg. Sometimes something's dripping down my leg.
There's a difference.
I'm sorry, Big Papa. That's horrible. I'm sorry you had to deal with the disease, and I'm sorry for your loss.
One of my kids played lacrosse. My son did. You got rejected out of nursing homes. You have a ban, Goodman.
Hey, they have standards there at those nursing homes, man.
Or
I'm
spit
telling you.
out.
They will kick you out.
Sorry, honeys. No, that's me. I'm a spitter.
That is it. That's
I
it.
don't know sign language, but I need to when I do this with.
So you can talk. Learn sign language. Your balls will thank you.
Andrew was a forward.
He was of everything,
He was
including
everything.
goalie.
They even stuck him in goalie a couple times.
Thanks, Bozo. Dr. D will love that.
What is with these people? Your kid's in me, and then Bozo thinks you're hot.
Let's talk Manscaped. You mean Manscaped technique? Like, do you go up or down? Do you go with the grain? Do you go
It is
against
good
the grain?
answer. I'm more sorry I didn't use it for my face in the younger years. I don't do that anymore.
What?
Yeah, I know.
I could use it. I could do a tutorial, Manscaped
Hi, Triple
tutorial.
Nick.
How you doing in Sweden?
What face cream have I used? His face cream? No. Hi, DB. I have not. What a picture we are painting, John. Oh, it's facts of life.
Did TikTok save our marriage? Were we on the rocks?
Take
You
the
wanna get into
good,
it?
you take the bad,
You take the rust, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life.
There are things you share and things you experience along
Mrs. Garrett.
the way.
And Joe and the blonde-haired
You
girl
ruined my vibe.
and Tootie. What? I'm sorry.
It's the facts of life.
The facts of life. All right.
Boop. Oh shit. I was changing the Tootie and Blair. No, I don't need to manscape because I'm a whistle, clean as a whistle. But if I did decide to grow the bush out, I would definitely use it and trim it. Do you have nothing to say?
You got me speechless. It's for the first time. I mean, when you said, what did you say? You are what? You are, but what did you say? Clean as a whistle?
I'm clean as a whistle.
You mean you have no stubble?
I mean, I have stubble,
I've
but I
seen
don't.
stubble.
I know, but that's in between razors.
In between scaping.
Yeah, but it wouldn't. The stubble would not hit. The scaper wouldn't hit the stubble.
Danielle, actually, you had laser. You have laser hair removal.
Not on the whole kitty.
Well, down. I don't want to talk about that. Yes, Denise, that's what I'm talking about. Nana Bear and Little Joe. That is exactly what I'm talking about. I love their content. I love watching. I love what they do, and I love the intergenerational, rearing of somebody. And that mom's going to raise that kid. That grandma's going to raise that kid, right?
I got laser on the kitty years ago when the laser just came out.
Candace, what if I scroll into? Don't
God
ask.
only knows.
You never know what you're going to get here. I do love a nice cold one on the live.
And John,
sure.
right?
And another.
I mean, think about all the times you had hair. I mean, you grew up with hair. You grew up with the full bush.
Are you talking about? Oh, I never did like the full bush.
The full bush.
I mean, it's all right.
The bush is coming back.
Is it?
The bush is making a comeback. The bush is back, baby. The bush is back.
Is the bush back? I have not heard that.
Yeah, the
anywhere.
bush is back.
I mean, not in my circles.
Whose circles are you in?
Just
Whose
being
bushes
my
are you in?
I'm always hunting for bush. I'm a bush hunter.
You're a bushman.
I'm a bush man. Just call me George.
Laser was painful, yes. Especially in certain areas, yes. John, remember the bush days where you had to crawl through the forest to get to the main, it was like, let me get there, and then, voila, the diamond in the rough. John knows it. John was there.
I'm voting no bush too.
Hi, Roscoe.
I totally agree with that. I mean, what's the point? It's not 400 years ago, and
the
you're
pearl
like,
and the oyster.
what do you need it for? I mean,
Spock, I think I found her.
Does it serve any purpose except maybe to hide the prize? I mean, why play hide the prize?
Well, because it just makes the
Everyone's team no bush.
It makes the game more fun.
What? Because maybe I won't find it. I don't know. Maybe you'll get
You may
lucky
not
tonight
find
if I
it.
can locate the
Yeah.
hole and underneath all that
Yeah.
sauerkraut.
Yeah, maybe a headlamp would help. You never know. You gotta sometimes find. Sometimes, you get lost. It gets like a jungle down there.
How do you know? Have you ever
I've had a jungle.
I know you've had it, but I don't think you've actually.
I've never
dug
had to
through
look.
it.
No, I've never had to dig for the prize. I mean, other than your
Then,
prize.
in all due respect, I don't think that women should have a choice as to whether they, whether it's a boy. I think it should be the man's choice. You control your body. You can have all all this stuff, but I think the bush or no bush should be. Don't you guys agree with me? That should be up to the man. Should control that part of the woman's body.
Jesus Christ. Juicy freaking chicken.
Let's do a poll.
Let's
do a
not
poll.
even start. With
I am so kidding, women out there. Just trust me. I mean,
let's not go there. You just opened up Pandora's
I
box.
understand, but that's what we have to do. We have to create some kind of
Stop while you're ahead, buddy.
some kind of drama on the
Stop.
live. And so I'm thinking, hey, you get to choose.
Guess what I'm doing, bitches?
You control.
My bush is back now.
Women control when the act happens, always. It's just something you've had. Women typically control, they carry the power in a relationship. They call it the power of the P. I think that men should at least come in and have a say, trimmed, buzzed, shaved, waxed, whatever. I think, it should be the man's preference. And I would have no problem granting you the same access over and control over my man parts.
I I don't give a shit about your
Robin,
mental
I know it's the wrong answer for real. I understand that. And this is just humor. So don't send me any hate mail or, I am
Women, let's
just having fun.
bring back the bush.
My age is
On principle. Let's bring back the bushes back. At least mine's coming back.
we're back to the 70s. No bush, no bra. I mean, I'm all for it.
Oh, I don't think I can do the no bra thing.
I mean, it's not like, I understand some women need physically to have it. You really,
No, I do.
well, why do you tell me that I'm bigger, my boobs are bigger than yours, and why don't I need a bra?
Your boobs are bigger than
Well, then
yours,
why don't
but
I
it's
need a
not
bra?
socially appropriate for you to wear a bra.
But
Do
I'm
you
saying I
want
have no
cleavage?
ill effects from not wearing a bra.
Yeah, but you don't have the same hormones
You said
that we
that they're
have.
bigger,
They're heavy. They're dense.
they're muscular.
No, not bush landing.
Man's ear. We cannot get away from Seinfeld ever.
No, because
Right.
that was an episode.
It was a good episode.
But
Kramer and
yeah.
George's father.
Anyhow,
Was it a man's ear or a man bra? I don't remember.
it was a man's ear. Man's ear. Get it? I'm bringing back the bush just on principle. I want the poof back in my pants.
Here comes the bush.
I want the poof.
So you're gonna grow a bush?
I'm gonna grow the bush just so you can see my poof from my exterior clothing.
That's good.
So I forgot what your name was, but
And I forgot
somebody,
what we were talking about before bush.
I don't know, but somebody wanted to know why we don't tell Grandpa that Bill's on a fucking boat somewhere floating in the
Okay,
Mediterranean.
that's a great. Let me address that really quick because there were a million comments. I mean, it's been a long time since I've done an explanation video,
But we've done explanation lives many times.
Of course, we try and redirect him without telling him that his brother's dead. That happened for half an hour before that video. Telling Bill, I don't know where he is, and maybe he's on vacation or he's up with his wife, Layla, or whatever. You try all those things first. But when he is fixated and won't leave it, and he's looking indoors, and he's where I want to call him then. Let's call him right now. Eventually, we have to tell him
because he doesn't stop.
He becomes fixated and then super upset.
But
and
we
then
think he kind of knows that something's not right because he knows deep down he's not here.
We believe that's why he's so fixated on it, because he knows and he's looking for confirmation. But of course, we would try and redirect him and not tell him. If you've been watching long enough, you know that's always our first. He knows our first attempt. Redirect.
And I think, Lori, you're right. Like, he knows deep down inside, and that's why he doesn't accept, oh, he's sailing on it. Then he's like, well, you could talk to him. They have phones there. He pushes it and pushes it. He's a stubborn man. He gets fixated very easily. He knows when we're not truthful, and he'll push and push and push, and then you have to say, he's dead. You think we enjoy talking about, he's dead all the time?
And also,
for the love of Pete.
And the phone thing came up. Why not just get him a phone? If you've been watching long enough, my dad had a phone. When we first took him in, he had a phone. In fact, I still have the phone. But if you want to see the epitome of frustration, hand my dad a smartphone and watch him try and call his kids. It becomes such an ordeal, and he becomes so frustrated and angry. He's, God damn it. It increases his heart rate. It frustrates the hell out of him because he's got it and he sees it and he tries to use it all day long, tries to call. And then even when I call, let me do it for you, Dad, or let me call my brother. And you get a machine. He's got the phone. He thinks that they're on the machine. He's talking into it.
Can't hear it.
Josh, God damn it. It is such an ordeal. You have to trust me. We just say your phone's at Mark's or you don't have a phone. You guys have to understand, if there was an easy way to get through these moments, like some magic words that we could say,
but he can't hear.
For our own survival, we would say them. Right?
But he can't hear.
I'm not talking about the hearing. I'm just talking about the phone in general. We would try all those easy solutions if they worked. He was close with Bill. He was close with his whole family.
If they seem easy enough, they're probably not working.
Things like
if
videos.
We're not doing it,
yeah, if a video in the morning worked, we would do it. if it worked, a whiteboard we had, I will tell you this, a lot of people always said, give him a checkbook, give him a checkbook. Well, for the first year and a half, if you handed him a checkbook, a fake checkbook, he looks at it and recognizes it's not his checkbook, period. And that's the end of it. Now, that may be changing as he's deteriorating a little bit. Somebody, a very nice person, and if you're on here, thank you so much, sent him a checkbook. It's got his picture on it. It says Ed Salinger. He found it, he opened it, he's got it, and it's got some checks in it that aren't his, but he put it away today. So we might be at the point where we can get past the checkbook issue by giving him a fake checkbook, something we couldn't do 6 months or a year ago because he recognized it was fake. So we will start to try all the little tricks and continue to try them. If they work, we use them. Obviously, it's much easier to Dad, Bill's on vacation. Oh, okay. And he walks away than to spend 5 minutes, where my guts are falling out because it's such a difficult conversation with him.
And Ed, you have to be upfront. He is a very upfront guy. He also has his wits about him. He knows. He just is a little short-term memory loss, you guys. As for the music too, music therapy, come on, he can't fucking hear.
He doesn't hear all the frequencies, guys. So if I played him music, he might hear the low instruments and not even the full range of those instruments. It does not interest him at all. He does not follow music. When I play it in the car, loud, songs that he knows from the 60s or 70s, he does not respond to the music at all, which is tragic because he was a trumpet player and he did love music. But it's not the dementia that takes that away from him. It's his hearing loss that takes away the music. Just another.
Thank you, Rita.
Another needle in the pile of.
And again, once
difficulty.
the things, all your suggestions, if they worked, we've had them for over 2 years. You would see them in videos.
Yeah, you will see them, and we will continue to try and adjust as he gets worse. Some things might start to work, so we try anything we can to get through the day and make him as happy and as peaceful and content as possible.
People are talking about his hair. They're also telling us, we got to get his hair cut.
He does not like to get haircuts. He likes long hair. We've cut his hair before. We buzzed it. If you go back and look at the videos, we buzzed him at Josh's house. Josh buzzed him.
I also buzzed them here.
And he was buzzed here with Candace. And then you get him in the mirror and you go, how do you like your new haircut, Dad? And he goes, well, it'll grow back. He doesn't like short hair. He doesn't like bald. He makes fun of his kids that are bald. Me and Josh. He gives us crap for it. He does not want to have.
Yeah, Jay. We bundle him up because he's always cold. But that's what
The
happens.
Einstein mornings is exactly right. He looks like a
Yeah,
great,
right. And they don't know. Again, when you think things are as easy as they seem by just spewing something on we try everything. He doesn't do coins anymore. He did it for a minute. Socks, he does, but they build up. Take some time to build them up. Music, can't hear. Phone, can't hear it. He gets frustrated. What else? Bill, you have to tell him. He wants up truth facts. A lot of it he knows. He knows the answers to. We just can't remember. Dan said today, he said, what did you say? He said, well, where's my brother Bill? And Dan said, Dad, he's been in the same place, for the same 15, 16 years. And he said, I think I know, but I'm not just quite sure. So it's in there. He just can't place it.
Yeah, that exact thing happened today. He said, Dan, do you know where Bill is? I said, I know exactly where Bill is. Oh, what you know where he is? I'm like, yeah, he's been in the same place for 15 years. And my dad looked, and he that's all I had to say at that moment. He remembered, he knew, and that was it. He moved on. I didn't have to say it. He just moved on. So every encounter is a little different because his mental state's a little different in every encounter. Here, Pop, I'll get that.
Yes, Ripon. We know where Ripon is. We used to drive through it to watch our dog.
What did you do with his dish? What?
I took it.
Oh, okay.
I gave him 2 cookies.
All right, did you give him his pills?
No, not yet.
Pop, I'm going to give you your medicine here.
Bird feeders.
Pop, sit
No,
down.
there's so much. He just doesn't focus on anything. When he
Pop,
sits
sit.
outside, he pretty much watches the dogs. He looks just at the trees. He's very fascinated with the trees.
Sit. Sit down.
Love, it probably will hurt my soul when he stops saying my name because it's kind of it's kind of a joke between Dan and I now, right? Because in the morning time, he goes through the rigmarole with Dan. Do you know who I am? You're my nephew. No, Dad, I'm not. You're my dad. And he keeps oh, it is good stuff. Enjoy it. You're a nurse, you need it, girl. And then I'll walk by and he'll be like, "Good morning, Danielle." Just like I was like, what the fuck? Every morning we go through this, but you walk by and he's like, "Hey, Danielle, morning, morning, hello." No, Ed does not have glasses or contacts. No. So it's really interesting. Shaving, he shaves himself, you guys. The little we have to do for him, we don't do it to keep that independence as much as he can. He misses a lot down here. I let it go. We let it go because it's not important to us. As far as his pants, y'all, come on. He has no ass at all. No ass at all, which means that it doesn't matter how tight you pull something on his belt or whatever, his pants fall down regardless. He's done that his whole life. I was telling the people on the morning live that there were times before dementia and he would walk out to give the kids a kiss, his pants would fall down on the way there. And that was with his right faculties. He would literally walk out there, his pants would be down, he'd bend down to kiss the kids, and the kids were like, "Dad, Grandpa, your pants are down." They're like, he's like, "I know, I'll pick them up after, my kiss or whatever." And they're like, "Oh my God." So that's something that, I could choose to make that an issue all damn day, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's not that important. Y'all have to understand, you need to get over the freaking pants thing. He fixes them, we fix them, but it's done. Like, yeah, he's not perfect all the time. That's okay. There's other important things to worry about. Suspenders. Remember, Ed's very stubborn. He's very one-track mind. Everybody keeps telling me suspenders. If I hear the word suspenders one more time, I'm literally gonna lose my mind. Can you put that in a word, like block it? So suspenders, the issues with the suspenders is that he's a creature of habit. If he has not or has had not any significance with it or experience with it, he's not going to want to do it. End of story. Gone. Done. So enough with the suspenders. Yeah, and there's just a point. Mando is always an option for her. So yeah. Oh, the pants. Well, they're always twisted. They're not, and they fall off all the time, Sally, but they're always twisted, and people get so bent out of shape about the twisted pants.
What the hell happened?
What?
I get up, I leave, and the number of people go up. What is going on with that?
Well, now you come back and they're leaving.
And now they're leaving. Damn. My middle name is Isaac.
Yeah. So, anywho, that's the skinny. What else? What else were the main points lately have been? Gates up in the kitchen. Gates up in the kitchen for the obvious reasons to protect him.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see, if you were on at the beginning, I knocked over all the water, the dog's water, and there's carpets in there. It's the most dangerous room in the house for him because if he happens to fall, he's going to hit his head on the counter, guys. So we have gates up to keep him out of the most, you can't make it perfect. You can't make it a perfectly safe, completely safe environment. I mean, they can fall on an open floor, but at least he has had falls, and he's very
And the kitchen,
unsteady. And so
the kitchen has a lot of obstacles in it. There's dog bowls. There's
water on the floor a lot.
Yeah.
If you're cooking.
And so we have gates up. We have gates up to keep them out of there, to keep them safe. What other reason? That's been a huge factor. People are getting their panties in a twist over the lock on the pantry. The pantry lock
was there before my dad moved in.
started for him.
Which is a good reason to complain in and of itself, because who the hell locks their husband out of the pantry? But anyway, that's a different topic.
And now it works for Ed. He's like in that sense, he would eat shit all day long.
You don't know what he would eat in there. In fact, he was eating dog food, dog biscuits and things. So yep. you just have to keep the stuff locked up.
Yeah.
Ed can be incredibly humorous, and sometimes his sense of humor is still with him, and he will crack jokes. He will do that. Pop, what you doing? Dad, what you doing up?
I want to wipe my...
I've already wiped it. It's clean.
No, I want to clean one.
There you go. It's clean. Brand new.
It isn't easy. What did you do home alone at his old house? What did he do? He walked, he ate dinner, and when he ate, he called all of his kids. He watched videos because he didn't buy cable, and then he went to bed. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. So yeah, it's not, people think they have all the answers, and that was the thing, like, make a recording for like 50 first dates. Well, first of all, he couldn't hear the video, the video or the freaking recording. And then you guys gotta remember, literally, the minute he is done reading something, right, or listening to something, if he can hear it, guess what? Gone.
He wants to go to bed,
I know.
but. And they'll get people that, why not let him go to bed? Well, we're trying to keep him on a normal schedule. I don't want him sleeping 15 hours a day.
And he's been really, really, really struggling with this. Like, it's
The
been
bad
stormy
weather,
here.
can't get out.
And and not just that, but he's really confused. Like, he keeps thinking the last couple days, well, it's 4 a.m. I need to go to bed. I'm tired. No, it's not 4 a.m. It's 4 p.m.
How did we find out that he had dementia? We just saw it. You'll see it. The one thing, people ask, what are the symptoms of dementia? I can tell you things that are just totally out of the ordinary for that person and their personality and their values, things that they did. Like if something as stupid as, somebody never bought Coke at a restaurant. They always bought iced tea or water or what have you. And then all of a sudden they're ordering Coke. Something's changed. And those kind of weird beginning signs were apparent, and it was really hard to pick up. But anything that's really out of character or out of personality, that's the beginning of what you can recognize. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. If you do enjoy the content, a follow would be appreciated. And then of course it progressed to where he's turning the wrong way, getting lost, going from my house to his house, something he had done for 10 years, every day for 10 years. And then all of a sudden he would turn the wrong way on a road. Those were the real signs. And they just progressed. And my dad probably lived on his own, probably longer than he should have. But that's the way our society is. I mean, we're not set up to take care of parents. Thank you for the snowman, Tom. Our society is one to kind of, when they reach that stage, it's time to start looking. And it's something I hope changes in our society. I hope we take more import.
Did he recognize no. I mean, I think now finally some days he recognizes the forgetting. He'll say, what's going on with me? But then
he does. He said, am I crazy? Did I have a stroke?
Said just recently, but not at the beginning stages. He thought
at the beginning, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. Now, when he wakes up and he doesn't know where he is, he knows that's not normal. Oh, another thing, some people say, why do you keep telling him he's 91?
Oh, yeah.
And there's a great reason for that. And I tell him, why do you tell him he's old and 91?
Exactly.
There's a very simple reason for that. My dad's a doctor, and he is a very logical person who thinks in terms of medicine and the body, and the human body is a machine. And he's aware that, one of the reasons he might experience these lapses in memory is whether if he had a stroke or whether he had some other traumatic, brain injury or something serious. And when I say, Dad, no, you're old, I'm saying to him, no, you're not sick. You're just old, and that these symptoms are normal. That's what I'm communicating to him when I keep telling him how old he is. Like, Dad, don't worry about it. You're 91. That's normal at 91.
And the same thing, because he has to go to the bathroom. The same thing holds true when people get so mad at me, for saying it's my house. And I'm going to give you an example of what happened to me last night. He was on the phone with me. And Grandpa, I had the gate down because I was feeding the dogs, and there was chaos. There was dogs, there was cats in my kitchen, and he was walking in. And I said, Ed, out of my kitchen. And he just looked at me, and he walks in. He just will walk in. And I said, Ed, out of my kitchen. And I had to stand in front of him. And he just sat and looks at me, and he proceeded to do what. And I said, Ed. And he said, I'll get out when I want to. And I said, this is my kitchen, my rules. And then he said, he thought about it, and he said, whose house?
This is your house?
Yeah. He said, this is your house? And I said, this is my house. Everything changed, and he said, Okay.
If it's
All
his
right.
house, there are his rules, right? And that's been from the beginning. And I always try and say it's now. I always try and say it's our house, or even it's your house if I can get away with it. But there are times when, it's your house. Well, then turn the light off. We don't want the light off. I don't care. I want to. So there are reasons that
Michelle, did you not
that you
hear
have
what
to
I
say
just
that.
said? That's
No.
not very kind.
What?
There's reasons for
Josh is like 39
our
or
methods.
40.
We have to do things because when you don't, he's going to boss me around. He is going to do the things. And yes, his safety comes first. Safety. So he needs to get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, the kitchen is a no-go, and that's going to be a constant battle. Because like anybody else, when you tell somebody not to do something, they kind of want to do it, and he'll find another reason. I got to throw this away or something, any reason to get into the kitchen.
And he does it on purpose.
Because he wants to get in there, but we just want to keep him safe, right? We don't want him to trip and bang his head in the kitchen, and that's the end of the story. So we're doing the best we can to keep him safe, keep him happy, content.
By the way, Dan
It's a
also
balancing
tells him
act.
that, so it's not just me.
Yeah, if we have to, when he asks me in the morning and send a million videos, I go, Dad, do you know where you are? And he's in a good mood, and I'll say, yeah, you live here with me. Is this your house or mine? This is our house, Dad. Well, do I own it or do you own it? He wants to know. I mean,
People
that's just
don't
the
get it.
way he is.
Michelle was just on there saying that's not how you deal with Alzheimer's patients.
Well, everyone's different.
Everybody's different, Michelle. So,
And he doesn't have Alzheimer's.
so think about that. You have to be aware and open your eyes that there are other
I'll help you with
people.
that.
Everybody's different in this journey. And you can choose to get it or choose not to get it. But if you don't get what we do, then that's on you. That's not on us. So appreciate it, understand it, or get out. Get out.
That was the teeth video. If you've seen that, I only post it on Insta, so that helping them get through things. That's what we do. Help them brush his teeth. If things for someone with dementia is, how do you get the toothpaste out of the toothpaste tube? Those are issues for people with dementia.
He doesn't hide, but he puts
So-
like cards. Like if he sees stuff made out to him, like if he sees packages,
He
he will
takes them.
take them and hide them in his room, and he gets mad if we touch him. So we
He's
try.
very possessive.
Yeah, very possessive.
And he's getting stuff every day in the mail, here at my office. I don't know how people found us, but people sending him stuff here. And so it's wonderful because I'll go in his room and he's found his letters or his packages and he's opened them up, and it gives him a normal feeling,
Yes,
a feeling
Teresa, I agree.
of purpose, like like he belongs. So
Nikki's
it's
horrible.
absolutely wonderful that he has those things and he keeps them and he's very possessive over them. It's really, that's one of the wonderful things about social media, is he gets people send him letters, and just a letter, just an envelope made out to Dr. Ed Salinger with a card in it is everything to him.
As far as nutrition, he's 91, almost 92.
And he eats extremely healthy. He eats, I mean, one thing we can control is his diet. And, today in his salad, I'll tell you, he had salad. He had a chopped up hard-boiled egg with 3/4 of the yolk removed to keep the cholesterol down. He had ground up carrots in there. He had peppers, those orange peppers. He had cucumbers. He had a turkey sausage chopped up. He had all sorts. He has a very healthy diet. And we when he asks for food, we feed him fruit. He eats pears, apples every day. So he eats healthier than I do.
And that's the thing, is because we monitor him like we would a growing child. Because for us, that's important. We know for him, he was very health conscious when he was younger, up until the
Absolutely.
dementia. He would never eat as many sweets as we allow him to have. And I said allow.
Because of course, when you
Hi,
have
Heather.
memory loss, and you say you have a bag of Oreos and you eat 3 Oreos, and then you forget you ate the 3 Oreos, so you eat another 3, and then you forget, and then the bag's gone. It's not healthy to eat a whole bag of Oreos. I can tell you from personal experience, it's not healthy.
Yeah.
And it doesn't lead to good things. But double stuff are so freaking good, man. You guys
What
ever had
else?
the double
What else?
stuff?
We haven't done one of these like refresher things.
I haven't
in
done a
long time.
refresher video
So what
answering
else?
questions.
What else is important? to
We'll let
go
people
over?
ask. Anybody have any questions about why we do something, or something that happened in a video? That's a good time to ask right now.
Greg, no one else is a podiatrist.
No, he's the only. But my brother's a doctor. My oldest brother is a doctor.
Limit yourself to a sleep and a half.
Are you talking about those?
No,
Oh.
Oreos.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What's that?
he's the bathroom door.
Outside? We got the alarm just went off. You opened the back door. Dad!
I talk about Josh all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I see his kids all the time.
Alright. Are you
I know.
tired? Alright, come on.
Yeah,
What time is
and it is 5:30. This is about when he's been going to bed lately. Yeah, and
I didn't get that.
I wasn't.
Did you try again?
No, I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, so we have alarms. If you could hear, our alarm is in the central part of the house. So I hear it when I'm upstairs. And yes, we sleep in separate beds. Why do people have a problem with it? Majority of this society sleeps in separate beds because snoring, health issues, restless leg syndrome, and so on and so forth. Between Dan and Grandpa, they don't sleep. And when I was in that room, I didn't sleep. So I go upstairs and I sleep. But unless I hear. People have a problem with that. Yeah, it's so weird. Storage beds are nice. Sleep is important. And it's really important. We just started to do that. I'm trying to normalize it. I'm trying to talk about it. And Teresa, you wouldn't believe how much shit I get. Of course she sleeps. Of course the princess sleeps in a separate bed. Of course she does, because she's the only one that matters in this house. She's such a bee. Yeah, I get it all the time. Jennifer in her car. Yes, she got a rental car. So she is set to go. Her car's getting fixed. It's her right now. Dan? Jennifer is... I have an attitude because there's ugliness in this world. That's why I have an attitude. I don't have an attitude in my own house. I handle my house. I tell my my whole family, I run the house. Without me, guess what? It wouldn't work. There you have it. And sleep is important, especially because I do everything. You know, I do everything, you guys. So when I'm not at my best, guess what happens? Things don't happen. I need to do it. I was a manager. Yeah, 2 years. So we're on 3 months-ish since Ed became here full time. So about 3 months, yeah. Dan gets some, just maybe this, just a little bit, just a tiny bit, maybe a little bit. Just, okay, fine, maybe like a smidge. Oh shit. How do you get a break? We've started to take date nights, so this will be this weekend we have Christmas Eve at one of our friends' houses. So Mark, did you ask Mark if he can come over?
He will.
3:00 is kickoff time.
You talk to him?
Yes.
Okay. I'll tell him he can watch football.
Yeah, somebody needs rest. So.
Yeah, Grandpa's exhausted. He's tired.
That was a skit, Blossom. That was a skit.
Which what?
The house guests. We did that on purpose.
House guests from hell.
You guys don't. Some of you just don't.
We
get
are
humor.
just the way we're crazy on the lives. That's us for real. You know, people get the wrong idea. They watch the videos of us with that. Okay, dealing with my dad is one thing. That's like real life. That's dealing with illness. That's dealing with an old man who has a serious disease. When we are not dealing with my dad's issues or that topic, we are just normal, crazy people. Hannah is gorgeous. Thank you for that for you though. So we do crazy stuff. And so that's the way our personal videos are. That's the way we're trying to make our ads fun, entertaining, and that kind of thing is very different than how we deal with my dad.
And you want to touch, since you have a huge audience here on our banter on my channel between you and me.
Okay, so Danielle's been bugging me forever. You know, she hassles me in the morning, right? And she catches me when I just get up, I'm half asleep, I'm half there, and that's her content. She's building her own content. And so she kind of hassles me and tortures me in the morning. I'm not angry at that. I am pretty much just what you see, but there have been times, when she'll come in about, Danielle, not this morning. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. And she doesn't video. But those videos are extremely real, and I'm just putting up with it.
1:30. Yeah.
Because I know what she's doing. And so
Yeah, Bobby.
I'm not angry at that. It's real.
And we need to have fun. This is a tough journey.
Our lives are out there, right? So you got to have fun with it.
She needs her own content. Bridget, did you just not hear what he said? Bridget, listen.
And there's Josh Pett, by the way,
Listen,
who takes care of his mother. Josh, thanks for that. Josh Pett is another channel I always watch. He takes care of his mother with his dad. And it is, to me, it's one of the sweetest channels out there because you have a son and father dealing with the wife and mother who has dementia. And the way you guys do it, Josh, I love it. I love your channel. I love your videos. Your mom is a sweetheart. Betty is such a sweetheart. I love the channel. So if you guys like what you see on my channel, you're probably going to like Josh Pett as well. It is just a very endearing channel, and they do a great job.
Yes, music is good for the people who can hear. Music is great for people who can hear. When you can't hear, music does
Chris
nothing.
and Mary, the same thing. I watch them all. Because what am I going to watch? Caregivers is what I watch. As much as our other content is very different, that's really, the caregiving, and not just people caring for their parents, but people caring for their siblings with, Down syndrome, or, a child with Down syndrome. I watch those and enjoy those. Or even, channels where a kid's got cancer and the mother is with the kid. I love family stuff that shows reality of living through difficult situations and the way different people handle it with such grace. And it's just, that's what I love about TikTok. That's what I love about it.
Bonjour.
Grandpa's in bed. Rob, you
Kimmy,
just went to bed 5 minutes ago.
I'm so sorry. They don't get the respect. And I talked about that this morning, on our lives, and I actually got sentimental over it because I have a good friend who also deals with it and has siblings. And caregivers have it. They have it tough. They have it tough. And not enough people ask if we're okay,
People, you guys do, actually. You guys are wonderful.
They do. We're talking about family in general.
Yeah, people in general. But the people that watch and the fans are absolutely wonderful.
Yes, I'm not talking about the people. I'm talking about family. We are lucky because we have an outlet. And I was talking about that this morning, how it's good for us because we have an outlet. We get the support from our fans and our followers and our friends and everybody else who loves Grandpa. But for the people who don't have an outlet and they're doing it all alone and they are dealing with fatigue, they're dealing with it's just the mental breakdowns, and they're dealing with life on top of everything else, they are not okay.
I have the utmost respect for people. I think I have it easy because of all the help and support we have, and the fact that my dad is non-violent, he's polite, he's grateful, all those things. That's not always true with this disease. This disease can hit you and turn people into people they weren't. And to me, the people that stand up and protect those people and take care of them, or people where they haven't had the greatest relationship with their parent, but they are standing up and doing it. I have so much respect for you guys.
My grandfather had cancer 7 times and lived until he was in his early 80s. So
Jack.
Yeah. It's hard. You're welcome, Hunter.
Hunter, absolutely. We are the exception. We're almost like, we're not even included in that group because we have so much help and support, and
Congrats
people do
on
it
the
with
cancer-free.
nothing. And it is hard.
It's hard, Jordan. It is fucking hard.
The username, we're trying to find somebody for Mark. He's shy, he's not as outgoing or outspoken.
Yes,
he is just the nicest guy. And Mark is taking care of my mom right now. We have, it's another situation which I don't want to get into, but our health system needs some revamping and some help. Needs some empathetic people to get in, deal with some of the problems that exist in our health system. Mark is about 9 years older than me, so he's about 65. He's 65 because he just qualified for Medicare.
It's broken. It is. Yeah, and the people,
I did
they were
criminal law
really,
thinking.
there was a handful of negative about the, Ed sitting down with your mom. I thought it was the weirdest.
Abigail,
Bitchiness.
there is a relation to the author, which I discovered through Ancestry.com when I matched
Hi,
with
beautiful.
the author's first cousin, who has since passed. Yeah, and with my mom, I mean, people have a weird reality. My parents divorced 45 years ago, right? And my mom remembers why they divorced. My dad, not so much. And my dad thinks they're still married. So when, someone you divorced 45 years ago gets up and thinks they're still married, it's an interesting dynamic. And my mom deals with it wonderfully. I mean, she comes over to sit with them to make it easier on Mark because my dad will listen to her. But, when people critique their interaction or something, I mean, come on, guys. This is reality. My dad is advanced dementia. He's not going to be reconnecting with my mom or any woman, period. It's not going to happen. My mom's not going to reconnect with them and become she's 87 dealing with, medical issues of her own that are more significant than my dad's. She's in no position to take care of them. And it was very cute. It was so sweet. And my mom even appreciates how sweet it is, right? I mean, she's not gone. She knows when he gets up and walks over, she realizes what's going on and how cute it is, but it doesn't take away her own reality, right? And some people just don't seem to get that, but hey, they don't know.
People just want to find the negative in everything, and instead of looking for the negative, look at the cuteness.
I thought it was cute too.
I did too.
It just, not my mom, not sure I wasn't, my mom's reaction is what it is, right? That's my mom. But the fact that my dad got up and went to sit next to her, to me, just blew me away. And we were laughing at it. You
cute.
do that as a coping mechanism. Because we know, if I'm sitting on the couch, I don't think I'd want my dad to come sit 2 inches away from me. But,
And she kind of laughed too because
she
she
gets
said,
it.
But it was cute. But it's just the way people look at life in general. They find, instead of the reality of the cuteness of the video or, our bantering, they just
pick
want
out
to
one
pick
thing,
apart the negative.
Why didn't you do this, that, or that? Because we're not perfect. Because we're in the moment and you kind of respond and react the way you do. And, you try and learn from the past, but no interaction is going to be perfect. It's not going to be, this isn't a TV. This isn't a scripted. We can't write happy endings into our videos. They are what they are.
We can't write happy endings in fucking life in general because life throws curveballs, major curveballs.
Life does throw stuff at you.
Yeah.
He won't watch a movie all the way through because he just loses it, right? His mind resets and then he's not into the movie. It's very different for him. He'll watch while he's entertained. If there's a pretty girl on the screen, he'll watch.
He loves my reality.
He loves her freaking reality shows that I hate. I can't watch Housewives of freaking, Yuma, Arizona, or freaking dumbasses from, New Jersey or wherever the hell they are.
It's upstairs all the time. And there's been a couple funny things. Dan the other night said, well, why don't you sleep here? And I said, nope.
I keep trying to get her back.
And he's like, just for a couple hours and then you can walk upstairs and go. And I'm like, nope.
Because I can fall asleep.
Yeah, he
knowing
likes to
if
fall
there's
asleep.
two people,
it's
a little
comfortable,
easier
but
for
me, I can't sit there in the dark because I want to be on my phone. I want to fall asleep to TV, and he wants complete darkness. And I'm like, nope.
I'm 56. She's 49. She's going to be 50 in May.
Oh, Lord. Well, no, and he even said
Ed
the
was
other
watching
night,
them.
I was like, I'm not staying here. He goes, it's not even about the sex. I said, I know, but no. I'm going upstairs.
Yeah.
I like to watch my TV and fall asleep to it.
And I get lonely.
And our dog, Coco, she's restless until I go upstairs. Every time we move, she's looking, she's already acclimated to it. Dan's like, what is she doing? I said, she's ready for bed. Oh, Joni.
Sundowning, you just
That's
deal
hard.
with it.
It's not easy. There's
You
no
just-
magical solution for sundowning. You just do the best you can.
You got to be a little more patient, and
that doesn't always work.
that's what you got to be, and try and get them through it. That's all you can do. I mean, there's no solution to these problems. It's getting through the day, from the time he gets up in the morning to the time he goes to bed at night, and the 30 bathroom trips that he gets up or wanders around the house. You just get through the day. That's all caregiving is about.
And
is
it's
getting
not
through the
always
day.
perfect. It's not
In fact,
ever
it's never
perfect.
perfect.
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
Fine.
No, you left me hanging.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because you get to punch the person in the arm.
Thanks, Leslie.
What I haven't got Ed anything for Christmas,
He doesn't
and I don't
get
have to,
anything.
thank God, because everyone sends my dad stuff. So he's getting a great Christmas, and I don't have to get him anything.
But he doesn't
You guys
need
are
anything.
taking care of that for me. Just letters for him
He
are big
doesn't
to
need
my dad.
anything.
Can I post my poem again? My poems are all up there still. They're all posts. Can I post a new poem? I will post new poems.
Shay, me neither.
But I need-
you know, sometimes when he's in bed, it's like, okay, thank God. It's 5 o'clock. Can he go to bed yet?
Kids and Alzheimer's are
Hi,
very
Benjamin.
difficult,
Thank you.
right? Kids don't understand
Aw, all
the
right, man.
impact of the disease, and they see the behavior more as a reflection of the person rather than the disease. So kids are really tough, and you just have to sit the kid down and say, listen, this is not your grandpa, or this is not your grandma. This is your grandma who's suffering from a disease that changes who they are. So do the best you can, but know that, you know, when he says something that's weird or off base, that's the disease, not your grandfather.
But
or
you
your grandmother.
still can't help, you know, the reactions to the frequency of.
Well, the frequency is a different thing. That depends on the caregiver,
I have
right?
brothers.
When I have good energy and I have a lot of, you know, fuse left, like before I get frustrated, I can be as patient and deal with them 15 times. But sometimes on the 16th time,
You lose
it.
it. I just said
it
today.
happens.
And you know,
And it happens at the worst times, too.
and we also have to speak loud, and we have to raise our voices, and that's exhausting, right? That is exhausting, having to speak abnormally all day long. You know, he doesn't always hear certain decibels, and sometimes he hears it and then he doesn't, and you have to like scream sometimes to hear him.
Does Matt and
I don't think they
Mikey?
regularly watch us, but sometimes they do. But
Frankie, that's a nice offer. I appreciate that, but we're
I
okay
think
right
I
now.
appreciate it. I'm a healer
You're a healer?
to some people. Speaking loud all day is so hard. I was just doing it today, and I just pretty much had to scream all day because he was suffering with the hearing. And then I screamed loud, and he said, "Why are you screaming like that?" I said,
Drew, I love Dust Coyotes. I do not get tired of it. It's one of my regular places. It's healthy, it's
Steph, hang in
tasty,
there.
it's the same quality every time we go there. It's a really good place. It's only local in Sacramento, but if you live in Sacramento area and if you don't know about Dust Coyotes, it really is a good
Kim,
place.
thank you, because she's been
He is sleeping now.
she was actually one of the people I was thinking about pinning yesterday.
Frankie, you can send a letter to my office.
Yeah,
Salinger
there,
Law Group.
Rita just did it. Rita, can you pin that?
Rita would pin the address up there. That's people send to my office usually.
We're not there for a night helper. Eventually we may be, but we're not there yet.
Your uncle was a professor at Cal State? Which one? Ooh, there's one in Merced. Is there one in Merced now? It must be new because we were in Merced a lot. My daughter went to school down there, so we were down there, and I know there was one like on the way down there, right? Like not in Merced, but in one of those cities between Sacramento and Merced,
Ripon?
like
hi, Teresa.
somewhere over there.
Yeah, you do deal with that.
Username, he wakes
I
up.
appreciate it, Teresa. You're too sweet.
He'll wake up. He'll sleep pretty good till about 10 o'clock, and then he'll start getting up about every hour to go
Don't
to the
give up,
bathroom.
Miriam. Don't give
And
up.
sometimes walking out in the kitchen or the house.
Don't give up,
Who's not? What's going on?
Miriam. She's feeling just overwhelmed.
Miriam, everyone is feeling overwhelmed right now. Just
Miriam, remember, you are important, you are worthy, and you matter.
And where you are right now is not where you're going to be in a week or 2 weeks. Oftentimes, life is you just getting through the rough spots, right?
And this time tends to be a little harder for most people.
You
Me
got
too.
The holidays,
Me too.
you have seasonal affect disorder,
Sorry,
the
big
weather. Miriam, you will be okay. I mean, last November I was getting counseled. I mean, I was in a bad place, not like a month ago, but
A year
a month
ago.
and a year ago. A year ago, I mean, I was in a really bad place. And I did some poems about it. I mean, we all get there, Miriam, from time to time. It's just getting past that point, getting to a point where we're back to something positive in life, and it will come. It's just sometimes it's hard to get through that moment.
Oh, sorry, Cindy. It's gonna be tough. This
Dementia
is
is
a tough month,
hereditary,
Cindy.
unfortunately.
And I'm sorry that, I haven't had my mom or my dad for many years.
Grandpa appreciates Christmas cards. He loves it. It gives him a sense of purpose. It gives him people are writing him, and it gives him something to look at. And I know that it's better than staring at the TV.
Marcella, tell her to watch other people on social media that are dealing with it, Other people may help her. A lot of people find solace in what we do, what we share.
They realize they're not alone.
And keeping the normalcy, right? And talking about the imperfections and how imperfect we are. And understanding that this is a hard journey and we don't do it with grace.
Chris,
ever.
she lost both parents as well. And
Yes,
that was
and that community, the caregiving community is so helpful. I agree, Josh. And that's the only thing I can do, I know a lot of my followers actually tell me they have turned their friends who are dealing with the same situation onto us, and it's really helped them. It's really helped them, especially me, because I keep it real. I mean, I let you know everything.
If you're having problems with caregiving issues, the Alzheimer's
It's
has
backwards.
an 800 number. I will read it to you. It's 800-272-3900. It's a 24/7 helpline for caregivers that are dealing with impossible situations. 800-272-3900. If you're ever feeling overwhelmed, that's a 24-hour hotline to help you get through it. So that number again and you can find it, I'm sure, by Googling National Alzheimer's Association telephone number, emergency number, but it's 800-272-3900. And there's people on there that will help you get through the moment. Okay? It's really important to have that resource because it's so hard. It's so hard. Yeah, Josh, who by the way has raised an incredible amount of money for the National Alzheimer's Association last year. I think he raised like 40 or 50 grand. It's just an amazing thing you did, Josh. 800-272-3900. It's 3900, Nikki. 272-3900. Patty, thank you for that. So someone on here has used that resource and gotten help. They found help. So there is help out there, guys. Yeah, Josh just did an amazing thing. Gray Sonicals, really amazing fundraising, and that's going to help future generations. Yeah, 1-800-272-3900. That will provide you with help. Seth, it's not snowing here. We're down in Sacramento, and it is not snowing. Not snowing here. What's Danielle making? I don't know. It was going to be a ham, but there was a bunch of blowback about the ham, and now it is. I think she's going to make a pasta and chicken dish. I don't know exactly what she's going to make, but what's my relation? With Manscaped, I am just a creator who is doing ads for them. They pay me a set amount to make those ads that I've made, and if people buy the product, then they will hire me to do more. So speaking of that, Manscaped.com. Manscaped.com. It really is a decent product. Manscaped.com, you can get on there, and DSAL20 is 20% off and free shipping internationally, so it's there for you. I actually turned the damn thing on. The Costco hams are delicious. Not snowing in San Marcos. My other daughter went to school in San Marcos. She went to CSU San Marcos, so we are familiar with that area as well. Oh, that's awesome, Heather. Let me know how you guys like it. Manscaped it's a product that we believe in, and it's a fun product to pitch on internet. It gives us so much material to try and create entertaining videos that I hope are humorous. Jess, that's so awesome. I'm so glad you ordered it. I love that relationship with this company, and I hope that we are successful and that we sell their product and they keep coming back to us to keep us representing their product. But that's all we are, is just somebody who creates so far creates a video on a one-time basis, and they hired us for a second video, so the first one must have been okay. And yeah, D-Shop 20 for 20% off, absolutely, and free shipping.
No French kissing. I love you, but I don't know what you want.
That's backseat.
Hi.
That's my backseat.
What do you want?
Look at him.
What you want?
Yes, backseat. Get your backseat.
You want kisses?
Yeah, as you can see, we're kind of dog people. Oh, and here's Coco getting
Well,
jealous.
Coco's mad.
The other dogs here are jealous, trying to get in. The pets are great for my dad. You know, it's something to keep him occupied during the day. And Coco loves them. The pups are, Coco's like 2 or 3, and Baxter's like 11 or 12. So he's getting up there. The dogs are helpful, but they also pose a risk, right? A falling risk. So they are stressful
Hi, Winston.
and helpful at the
Do
same
you know
time.
our cat is named Winston, one of our cats?
Winnie kitty.
There's your shout out.
Winnie. Yep.
Yes,
Chris
Chris,
Estrada,
I agree.
absolutely. You know,
We sometimes.
if you're alone, get a dog, because you'll never really be alone. They're incredible companions. You've been upset from August 28th till now. What happened?
Twinkle toes. We don't do that. Sorry. If you don't like it,
What don't we do?
wait until he's on his own.
What don't we do?
She doesn't like that. I'm talking over you.
Oh, we talk over each other. That's marriage.
Gigi, I don't even want to answer because I don't want to put that in the universe.
Just Jules, I watch. My favorite is Belite Care. Belite Care is amazing. I think of her name. That's her handle, and everything she says, every video is so freaking right on. I mean, today I watched a video talking about, you know, what do you do when they lie about taking a shower or want their keys or their. I mean, she is just so right on. If at the beginning, if I could have watched 10 or 20 Belite Care videos, I would have been way more prepared for this. She's amazing.
The Grandpa's never been a big animal lover, honestly, in all actuality.
He likes dogs.
I mean, he's all right. He takes them, but he can leave them too. He's not.
He doesn't like them on the bed or
He's very picky.
around food or things like that.
Labradoodles.
Who's the dude with the glasses?
It's just somebody being ugly. Why do you even have to respond?
I'm just
to
saying,
that?
you look like a dude.
Jesus. GT, thank you. What's the channel you're speaking on, Dan? His channel.
How you doing now,
Salinger.
Ben? The Tipa Snow is also another excellent resource, and she's well known. She is one of, I think she's renowned for her knowledge on dementia. Tipa Snow is another wonderful resource.
Remember, you guys, if you do any of these things,
I don't really ag it on.
right? If you do any of these things for these caregivers, from these professionals,
Johnny Jackson, this is to you.
It doesn't always work, right? You have to find what works. They're great.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
They're great. They are great. What's the word?
What?
The people. They're great. Tipa Snow. They're great
Yeah, they're
resources.
great resources to use.
But remember, those things don't always work. It's a case by
They're not
case
service animals.
situation.
And Marcus, Mark
Julie.
loves social media. He watches every video we have. He's probably on the live right now.
Hard date night. Shh. You just did.
1435. This is.
That was a past video. So because you said that, it makes me worried that idiot is using that video. Remember when we were at La Fuente a year ago?
Yeah, so someone may have posted a video from a year and a half ago or something.
Coda, Baxter.
I'll be right back.
Guys. Secret to a good marriage. Anger. Just kidding. Loyalty, trust, love, laughter, communication. Dan doesn't communicate very well. Other than that. I'm not funny. Thank you. I appreciate your wonderful comment. Thank you. Separate beds, wine, But loyalty is the most important, and trust. Separate bedrooms and separate bedrooms and separate bedrooms and separate bedrooms. Yes. He's not so happy about. Yes, Joe. Congrats. Thanks, Bella. Yeah, and you know, it's okay. I'm not for everybody. That's okay. You don't have to be here. Nobody's keeping you here. That's your choice, remember. And let's remember, the negativity is, it's a you problem, not a me problem. Just saying. Just saying. Thanks, Jules. I think sometimes they are, Vanessa. There are some haters that are totally obsessed. Because the haters, the people who truly don't like somebody will never follow them, right? They will never follow them, and they will never respond to them. But the people who keep coming back for more, there's something right. There's something about that. There's something about that. I keep them coming back. So cheers to all of you guys.
Well, it's just, you give people what they want and they'll come back.
I don't miss the cuddles, no, because you know why? Because he takes off his shirt and says, "Tickle my back." That's why.
Okay.
Okay. I've started saying that lately on videos. Okay.
Why separate bedrooms? I don't particularly, I mean, sometimes I like separate bedrooms, but she's because I'm up all night long with my dad. And it gets exhausting. And now that he's with us 100% of the time, I can survive with, 2.5 hours sleep spread out over, the 9-hour period, and she just doesn't handle it that well. So I've never slept well in my whole life. I don't sleep well now, and I sleep worse with my dad, but that's why. Where do you take someone who's been in a peekaboo accident? ICU. What's the peekaboo accident?
Peekaboo, ICU, get it? ICU.
I get it. I was being more serious. Kathleen, then there's nothing more debilitating than not being able to sleep. But that's been a lifelong issue with me.
Hi, Lane.
Are we still affectionate? We are still quite. I mean, I'm quite affectionate. I spend a lot of time with my brother, and I'm on the phone. I mean, I talk to family all the time, every day. I talk to my brother 3-4 times a day about everything, from my mom, my dad, the Niners. What are you doing? I'm on a walk. It's cold. The dog won't do this.
I'm just getting done with my breakfast as he's chomping in the phone.
We talk all the time. And we don't split time with Mark anymore because my dad became too feeble. And it's very difficult for one person to be on somebody 24 hours a day, which is almost what it takes. And Mark had he had some freaking kidney stones, and he went to the ER in the middle of the night, which you can't do when you have my dad. So he's been here, and now Mark, we're shifting to where Mark just comes over here and spells us. And it's just reality about dealing with this. And it's not like my brother Mark's not doing anything now. He's spending his time taking care of my mom. Tommy, Mark now, and I talk to my mom, and she doesn't like to impose, and I tell her, Mom, listen, Mark does this halftime, I do it halftime, I'm taking care of Dad right now more. Mark will do it. We like it. It's not a burden to us to help you guys. And so Mark has been spending, he was with my mom at the doctor today. So he can go take her, pick her up, go with her, take her shopping. My mom is also, reaching the point physically where she needs help. So cool. Mark is still very busy helping out my parents.
As far as
I have 5 brothers and 1 sister.
Who does Grandpa listen to most?
I have 4 brothers.
Sarah, that's
I'm
hard.
the 5th, and 1 sister.
Everybody's different. He's different. God, what did I smell? Every day is different. Sometimes he listens to me more. Sometimes he'll ask Dan a question and say, Danielle.
Every day is a little different with him.
Oh, Leslie, every day. Yeah.
Lori, we're so blessed and so lucky.
I really hate that word. Hi, Dr. V. Night. I'm so blessed.
It was just not my normal nomenclature.
No, it's not. That goes like this. This week, I'm so blessed.
David, more ball spray. Absolutely.
Can we spray the ball spray?
I can't tell you enough ball spray. I mean, Manscaping.com. Crop preserver. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, the fact that they've taken the time to come up and in the laboratories or the chemistry labs to figure out an antidote to ball smell. My God, we are in an advanced world.
Now do a wink.
Manscaping.com. DSAL20.
20%
off free shipping.
I really hate that word, and sometimes I feel like I use it. And I'm like, why did I say that?
I didn't live with my dad much after I was 8 years old, and to be honest, I don't have a great memory of what my dad was like. I can tell you he was not as strict at any time. But from the time I was 8, my parents divorced, and I lived with my mom.
Okay, he does. He says those things. I mean, sometimes Grandpa. I mean, you can't script this shit, you know.
You
Grandpa,
can't. He's
and
when
Grandpa said yesterday or Monday when he's like, yeah, I even use it. I like it. I'm thinking to myself, what?
Because he's supporting his kid. It was so. I mean, it was such a wonderful thing. It was on a live, and I'm all, Dad, I'm selling this stuff, and he knows we're talking to people, and I'm all, do you like it? Oh, yeah, I use it.
It was so
it's great.
funny. And
he's
that's
pushing the product.
And that's how you know the man knows what's up, right? Because we did a video right before that. He had watched the video.
Yeah.
We recorded that. And then hour later, he said, I use it. It's great. It was like he knew.
He knew he's pushing it for his kid.
That's what I'm telling you. You guys, he knows.
Kid.
People are like, I can't believe you're using him for money. The guy knows. He's an actor. He loves to perform. And if you can't see that, he comes alive when he's he comes alive on the camera.
If you saw it, we were trying to keep him up like we were tonight, and we put him on. That kept him up. He's on, he's talking, he's pushing. My dad's pushing ball smell spray for me, and he's 91. And reality is, he also said in the thing, well, Dad, would you use it? He's all, well, what do I need it for? I mean, that's my dad. He would help his kid. He'd help me sell anything.
Well, he does, right?
Anything.
I mean, in a way, he supports it. He knows. Dan tells him every day, Dad, Pop, you help me more than you know. Well, that's good if I do.
I doubt that.
I doubt that.
Nobody would watch me. Who would want to watch me? Dad, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. And by the way, you can look forward to that video. It's a long video. How long he sent it to me? 6 minutes. It'll probably end up on YouTube, where I show him the video and ask his reaction, and it is classic. It's really a father caring about his son. That's really what you're seeing there. Even through his dementia, you can see him. Dad, I'm retired. I don't practice law anymore. I'm selling products online, and the way he tries to contribute and help his kid is inspiring.
Mosey, your response is because that's what you choose to see, Mosey. Let's remember that. You are assuming and you're choosing to see the negative.
You have to tell people what the comment is.
Well, she said, I feel like now you make me think that you're only happy because you're making that money. It's ridiculous.
We've been posting for more than 2 years without ever making a penny. So not much has changed except the channel's grown, and now we can make some money off it. But that was not our intention of going on, right? I'm gonna put my dad on, and he's gonna become this international superstar, and we're gonna be able to make money off him. Had I known it, I probably would have put him on. But who the hell thinks that's gonna happen? I mean, we're as shocked as everybody else that at his popularity.
We never thought this would happen. We stumbled across it. That's it.
He's 1 in a billion.
But remember,
that's what it is. People
choose their own narratives because their mind is set to choose it that way. So rethink.
So Kathleen, my next older sibling is about 6 years older than me. So I was an oops, and so I was the young one, right? By the time my parents were divorcing, then my brothers and sister were all out. It was just me and my mom. So I literally grew up with a single parent from the time I was 8 years old. My mom raised me, right? And people say your dad raised you. You're taking your most of what you see, as far as me and the way I view my dad, that comes from my mom. She's the one who
Oh,
taught
look
me.
at that. What's on your head?
That was a night. And I grew up with a single mother who works really hard to go to school and then to work.
No, Liam, but
And-
everybody's telling us to listen. You have to listen to Monsters by James Blunt. It's
I've heard
about a
someone
son
say that.
being there for his father, the way they switch places later in life, parents' life, the
I'm-
role reversal.
I'm
So it's
gonna
called
listen to that
Monsters.
right
A lot of
after
people.
this.
One of my friends told me that too. She said, Danielle, you guys need to listen to Monsters, and I've totally forgotten about it.
I'm gonna listen to it right after this. Yeah, that was I'm your knight in shining armor. So it was with that,
Oh
that hat.
Lord.
Michael, it's all right. Come on over. We got plenty of wine here. My favorite man. Thank you.
How do you not feel guilty when you have to send a parent to a nursing home? I'm going to tell you how you don't feel guilty, because you can either do it or you can't.
If you can't do it, you can't do
You
it.
can't do it.
And like 10 years ago,
Oh,
we
really?
couldn't have done this. So my dad would be in a nursing home. It depends on where you are in life and a million other factors to know whether you can do it. I hope that this country evolves to a place where it becomes normal to take care of your parent, and we shut down some of these
really,
frickin'
Melissa?
nursing homes and
Watch it.
give people
I mean,
some resources to do it
listen.
at home. That's my hope going future.
And not everybody.
We don't treat our old people
Not everybody can
right.
do it. Not everybody can do it, and that's okay. Some people have small kids and they have the young family, just newly married, or they are violent, or they have needs that you cannot maintain in a house, and that's okay.
I mean, I had this discussion with my best friend down in San Diego today, because his mom's in a home in Los Gatos, where I'm from, and and he's talking about, he's like, God, I wish I could do what you're doing. And I said, Scott, you 3 years ago, I don't think you were in a position to do it. Now you're retired, you could do it, but it's you couldn't do it when the time was there. And there's no reason to feel guilty. Okay?
My mom died.
You do it if you can do it. If you can't do it, you have to live yourself. I mean,
Oh, Mark,
you owe
I'm
it to
sorry.
yourself to live your own life, right?
He's been living with us for over 2 years.
Mark, I'm sorry about that. There are good nursing homes, there are bad nursing homes, and everything in between.
Mark 1972, don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. We all struggle. It doesn't matter who you are. He struggles just as much as I struggle. Don't put the blame on me.
He's
Because-
been with us for almost 3 years now. Actually, he moved in about April of 2020. So we're for over 3 years. Is that right? Has it been 3 years?
Mm-mm.
I moved in during the summer of 2020 because it was COVID. A year after my heart attack, that's when he moved in, about 20. So it's been maybe over 3 years. I mean, time just goes.
Sarah, both of my parents are deceased.
But Kristen, we give each other breaks. Like Danielle and I have the luxury, I can leave. And I can leave, like today, I'm going to go and pick up some lunch. And she's like, oh, take your dad. And I look, and I didn't have to take him. She could have watched him, but I took him to get him out of the house.
Well, I was worried about Ed. It wasn't about me at that point. It was about him because it's raining. He couldn't walk. He couldn't do those things.
Yeah, when it's cold out or rainy and windy, it makes it that much tougher.
Hey, Christine, look out for the 4U though, 88.
That's exactly right. My dad not only did my dad take care of me, he took care of his own parents. He was an amazing guy.
My mom died of lung cancer, and my dad died of a self-inflicted gun wound to the
Dory,
head.
hats off to you. Self-inflicted gun wound.
Self-inflicted. What did I say?
I said inflicted.
I said
Oh,
self.
man, you might have said self.
From mental health issues. So, there you have it.
There you have it. I'm not a practicing lawyer. I think someone asked for some help on an injury claim. I did not deal in workers' comp, but I'm not
Thanks,
really
guys.
taking new cases.
Dan said that one day, and it really made me sensitive because somebody said your mom would be proud, in that thing, and I believe that, Liam. I really do. I really believe, and those are the reasons why I literally pushed the mental health awareness, because both of my parents had mental health issues. And I have friends that have mental health issues, and something that touches close to my heart.
Amanda, I think life speeds up for everybody as you
Amanda.
get older, but the pandemic certainly did change people's perception of time and what's important in life too.
Yeah.
My dad is still with us, Beard. He's just sleeping in the other room.
Peace. Danielle is Danielle, and am I strong-willed? Abso-fucking-lutely, because you need to be in life, and you need to be in a house full of chaos and conflict and issues of caregiving and so on and so forth. So yes, I get my shit done and I do it well. So you have to have that attitude. Cheers. Strong ass bitch right here.
And if you don't have enough, Danielle can send you some.
Yeah, if you need some, I'll give you some. I'll teach you how to be.
The pandemic definitely confused us, and imagine what it did to the kids.
Chrissy.
Like my son, who was in high school, and all of a sudden you're going to school. Can you imagine going to school over Zoom? I mean, I could barely keep myself focused, when I'm sitting there in the damn classroom, much less over. I would have failed out if it was Zoom. I'd have been on, like, I'd have figured out how to put my face on.
His
and
brother is
everything.
a medical
Doctor?
guy. No, Adam.
Oh,
He
he
does
does
medical billing.
medical billing.
Yeah. My answers are so abrupt. They need to be. And they are abrupt when they need to be, Izzy. Thank you for acknowledging it. Cheers
Yeah.
to the strong ass bitch.
All right.
And that's the thing, especially this time of year, and the people who are so negative and so
Jenny, you
just
have to ask my
attacking
brother.
and bullying and whatever. You don't know what people are dealing with at this time, especially this time of the month. And I talked about this morning. Be kind to people because you don't know what they're dealing with. You do not know what they're dealing with.
Grandpa's 91 right now. I'm trying to get the questions.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Athena, that was for you. And 3 brothers. Shit, Veronica, that's hard. That's really hard. Cheers, Sharon. Yes, and those are the people you have to worry about the most, right? Denisha, right? Denisha. Are the people who just smile. The people who just smile.
I smile.
I know, but we're talking about mental health, and that people are saying that
Mental health is
people, you don't know how many times and I'm not even talking about myself. I'm talking about
Yeah,
other
we
people.
can handle whatever gets thrown at us, but there are other people that might be teetering on the brink. So what she's saying is it's always good to just, give people the benefit of the doubt. Say something nice instead of something mean.
Hi, Richie
You don't
Q.
know where they are in their head, and there's so much bullshit in this world we don't need anymore.
Sorry about the bitch.
So, even if you have to lie, you're
Do I need
looking
to
great
handle her?
today.
Rich,
Even though
I'll
you
take
look
care of
like
her.
shit, lie, be nice, make the world a little bit better for one person during the day. If everyone had that attitude, I'm gonna say something nice to the next 5 people I hit. The world would be just a much better
And the
place.
thing is that I talk openly about my struggles. I put it out there for
Mark,
the world.
therapy is.
I put it out there
good.
for the world to see. I'm not hiding behind a facade, but there's so many people that do. And I'm just asking for you to give grace to others. Me, fine. If I can be your punching bag, punch a fucking way, because I can handle myself. But think about the other people you bully and harass. Can't watch anything with me in it.
Danielle, would
I
you
could-
just stop responding to those?
Why is your waffle?
That's all the reason that shows up,
all the
because
time
you respond to them.
because we're married.
Again, stop responding to the negative things for 5 minutes.
You have great communication. Yes, we
laugh
do.
and respond to the nice things and have a good
I
conversation.
am. I'm doing everything. And the more you respond like
I'm
that,
not
guess what?
responding.
They're coming back to it. The more you tell me to be quiet, guess what? Now all the trolls, the Danielle haters are saying, relax, Danielle. Relax. Listen here, Listen here. Okay.
All right, I'm not going to stay on.
Good evening.
unless-
Exactly, Chris. They don't know how to be happy, Athena. That's the problem. Oh, Jesus. Cheers, Doodle.
I don't see the. I see the funny ones. Tell me about Manscaping. Those are the fun comments. You don't have to respond to the bullshit.
I just said cheers.
I know. You just respond to the fun people. They're the ones who you want to give attention to anyway. are the positive
I
people.
do all of it. I do
Okay,
all of
well,
it.
You're
Hi,
screaming
Chico.
at me.
Yes, because you're being annoying. Love is always stronger than hate. 100%. Thanks, Zoe.
Absolutely. Love trumps hate. Grab the bottle of lotion for the night. Believe me, I need to go buy a new bottle, a big giant. Any of you guys, Costco,
Thanks,
a
Amy.
big giant Costco bottle.
Thanks, Amy.
Danielle,
Thanks,
speaks your
Deborah.
mind. That's a good quality
Mark,
too.
most people are. Are you not? Sarah, come on over. Let's do it. It looks fun. Me too. I think it's a sport for me. I love it. It's not how do you guys keep up with the comments. It's how do I do it.
It's hard to read. It's hard to read the comments.
I can do both.
You know, sometimes I really
Mark,
enjoy.
I think you should reflect on yourself.
I really enjoy when I get on the live. I do lives with my dad.
Baba, Louie, we are nice to each other. We are nice to each other. A lot of this is an act for you guys. We are fine, just so you know. Hi, Lori. Thank you, Lori.
My dad is
almost
91.
92. Almost 92.
We're having dinner here on Christmas, so the entire family will be here, which will be good. I'll get some video.
Well, we don't know if we can get video because we're respectful. Merry Christmas to you, Lily Paul. And sister died of lung cancer. Ugh, wasn't that a brutal thing? Was that not a brutal, watching somebody die of lung cancer was horrible.
Could I still do what we do if he was combative? I would still do what I'm doing. And he may become combative. You don't really know.
It's foreplay.
I would do the best I can. Can I tell you for sure how I would respond, or
Joe,
you know,
he does.
I can't tell you for sure because he's not like that. I don't think I wouldn't throw him in a home if he
Daryl,
became
it's
combative,
here.
but
It'll be here.
I may become less able to
Congrats, Carrie.
be as patient
If
at
anything,
times.
quit because it's brutal.
That is certainly a possibility. Merry Christmas, Christine. Would
Thanks,
you do an
Selena.
Australian blue line? What is the Australian blue line?
Thanks, Squash. Alpha, he's sleeping.
Pop is out.
He's tired. He was up a lot. Well, he said he was up a lot last night.
He was up. He's been
He
up
also,
every night.
and he was up early for him this morning.
Yeah.
And he didn't doze at all today. Did not doze. Veronica, let's go, buddy. Let's go. Grief is the price of love.
What? Grief? Grease or grief?
Grief. That is hard.
Grief is
though.
that's a profound thing to say.
It was very profound, but it really hurts the heart.
A grief is the price of love. So loss, hurt, all come from love, because you know who can hurt you more? Some stranger on the internet who's has a negative comment, or somebody you love, right? Love comes with cost. That's Simon and Garfunkel. I am a rock. I am an island, and rocks feel no pain.
Isn't mathing? What's
And
really
an island
okay.
never cries.
What's interesting is the There You Have It came one time after recording a video, and then it came again, and then people were like, "Oh my God, that is really clever." And I just started doing it because people enjoyed it. It was just my way of signing off instead of saying bye-bye, or adios. It just became my thing.
The sleeping in separate rooms has nothing to do with our relationship.
No,
And in fact,
Liam, you can't.
that's not.
Fine.
We have our issues, obviously, but the separate room sleeping thing now is not because of any marital issues. It could cause marital issues, but that's not why we're doing. That's practical to survive right now.
Unit? Oh my God, Teresa, that is amazing. I love that.
Exactly, whatever works for you at the time. When our kids were small,
Lisa wants me to normalize. I'm trying, Lisa.
when
I'm
our
trying.
children, when Hannah was born, and we had Jennifer and Hannah, we slept in separate bedrooms for like 3 or 4 months. God.
No, you left.
I
the
left.
bedroom.
I went to this because I couldn't sleep.
It wasn't
And I was
even.
getting up
It
and go to
wasn't even
work.
an option. I was like, "Help me," and he's like, "I'm out."
I
Deuces.
because I had to get up and go to court in the morning. I mean, all sorts of crap. So at different times in
So
different
when
lives.
it's his okay, then it's fine. But when it's my okay, it's
I
not
didn't
fine.
say that at all.
Separate houses, great.
In a rock feels
I know. They had separate rooms. They had separate beds. Remember, wasn't it Lucy and Ricky? You know, and they did the twin beds. God, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Do you know how many years I suffered with no sleep because he doesn't sleep? And then with Ed, and I was just like, I was losing my fucking mind. And now going through the menopausal, I try Z and he hates it. He hates it. Depression does hurt Jesse. And this time of year, you know, it's horrible. And for the women, I'm trying to normalize the menopausal shit that we're going through. And people use it and throw it back at me in my videos, you know. They throw it back at me and tell me, you know, well, and her menopausal issues, you know, it's like, well, obviously you're watching because you wouldn't know that if you didn't come.
Are we still talking about trolls?
No, I'm trying to normalize. People are like,
took
Danielle,
all the names.
keep normalizing these issues, right? Which is caregiving and how hard it is and being open about my feelings and menopausal issues while dealing with caregiving and you, spouses. And now they want me to normalize separate bedrooms. I'm on it. Danielle, I'm just trying to get through a day. At this point in life, well, isn't it every day? 26 years, Tony, going on 27. Yeah, Dan hasn't done the firm yet. I started at 36, but it's really gotten bad this last year. But now, right now, bad. This last month, bad. I'm trying to get through the day and every day. Today actually was a really good day considering, but except when he opens his mouth and then I'm still getting periods, Vanessa, because my hormone therapy is birth control pills. So when I started going through the change, they put me on birth control pills.
Yeah, I mean, people don't, you know, Danielle's going through a lot, like menopause and whatever the hell else is going on
Reagan.
with, and whatever the hell you're taking. I don't know how those affect you. I mean, if people don't realize when you're on this much, you know, you can't, you're going to come through. Your own personality is going to come through, and whatever issues you're having at that moment are going to come through. You know, or it's going to look real fake. So
I don't fake.
You can take.
I don't fake.
You can have fake, or you can have real. I mean, I prefer, if I was watching, I think I'd go with the real, with the flaws and with the tone and with whatever, you know, because we're human. And we have flaws. All humans have a lot of flaws. And unfortunately, ours are broadcast out to the world because we choose to do that.
Oh, Leslie. Well, and they put me on birth control to manage my hormones. And so I'm on it. And it's higher, the HRT, everybody keeps telling me do HRT. My estrogen percentage is a lot higher
Your
than the
grandpa
HRT.
worked with my father. Tell me, Samuel.
Lisa.
Grandpa worked with your father. Please tell me more, Samuel. Where did your grandpa work with my dad? Samuel, I see that. You DM me if you could. Could you DM me on this channel?
No.
And let me
Sorry
know.
for cat butt. Sorry for cat.
All right. I'm suffering from menopause. I don't have it, but I still suffer
Thanks,
from it.
Danielle. That's a good kiss. The other one was sarcastic.
We got cats, dogs walking around here. It's absolutely crazy.
Oh God, none. Woo! I don't do eggnog.
I like eggnog. I do. Always loved eggnog. It's sweet. I like anything sweet.
Oh, it's creamy.
Matt, some fake accounts have gotten taken down, but we're not going to worry about fake accounts unless they get a bigger.
Me, Tracy.
You know, when they get 25 or 1,000 followers, and that's when we can't concentrate on all the little fake accounts, or it would take up all of our time.
Kenny, I can't fake it. So you see what you get is what you see.
That's right. What you get, what you see is what you get, and it's real.
Joe, what is
Joe,
with you?
good Lord.
She wants a little camera time.
Joe. Oh, she just gave me a dirty look.
She
Like,
did.
why'd you
She
push
looked
me
at
out of
you.
the way?
Tila, this family doesn't drink. Only a couple people.
Yeah, but my family's are not big drinkers.
But I will be drinking. I got us
What was that
mimosas.
noise?
I got us mimosas. Oh, Coco. Animal butt.
Joe,
Sorry.
we have 3 kids.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Damn it.
Joe is actually short for Joanne. I have a cat I named Eddie after my dad, and this one I named Joanne after my mom,
Thanks, Joseph.
and we call her JoJo.
The cat butt. It's not
That's my
like to
Joe.
show your
That's my Joe.
butt.
I'm petting her on the head right now, and she's giving me all sorts of love.
What are the can covers? They're koozies. Koozies.
Yeah, that's a koozie.
I did not call Jennifer back, but I did go in there and
This
say.
company sent some shoes to my house along
I
and a koozie with it.
texted her and said I'll call you back, and she said no need. I think it was an accidental call.
And JoJo's a great name.
Oh, thanks you, Holly. Hello from Ireland, Joe.
Here she comes.
Yeah, JoJo. Gin and Diet Cranberry Sprite. Wow. Teresa,
Joe.
love you too, girl.
That's my Joe. What are you doing, my Joe?
Oh my gosh, thank you, Honey Bunny. We're hoping that they maybe sponsor us full time.
Who?
Manscaping.
Oh, yeah.
And if we get it, he has so many commercials planned for them. So we enjoy doing that stuff. We enjoy doing the skits. We enjoy being crass and funny and just,
I had a new idea for a fake commercial, too.
I'm allergic, Dan, just so you know. I'm allergic.
I'm
I
going to do a
take
commercial for a
allergy
fake
pills.
product called Gum. I didn't tell you about it, but
You did,
at
but
night,
you got upset.
when I'm up at night, like at 1 a.m, my dad got me up and I can't sleep.
Joe, you probably
Sometimes I sit and I get on the phone and I record my ideas. And I had a great idea for a fake commercial for Gum. But if you see it, you'll see it.
I'm allergic to them, and we have 7, so there you have it.
7 what?
89 cats.
Oh yeah, we got a
Really
lot
want
of
to send
cats.
it to us so we can do anything about it because she's in Wisconsin. Aw, Penny, it's hard. It's really hard.
Bourbon. I have my firms, but even with the firm, sometimes at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm just he just wakes me up, and maybe I had to get to grab him and get him back in bed and spend 15 minutes convincing and telling him where he is, and I just can't fall right back asleep. So,
Leslie, I really am a lightweight. But yeah, no, people just they want it again. They just want to pick
Thank
on
you,
me.
B.
They
Walters.
need attention. They just want. I'll give it to
Walters,
them.
I appreciate
You know
that.
me.
That's a nice comment.
I love to bitch and complain about people. DSAL20 is the code. I had a couple people texting me today asking for the discount code, one of which was Hannah's boyfriend.
Yeah, that's a bit uncomfortable. Do I really want to
And
give you
so,
my code to buy
Dan-
man grooming shit when you're my daughter's boyfriend? But
I almost said something.
money. There
That
you go,
would've
Justin.
been- I'm assuming it's for his mom to support us because his family is very supportive of us in our endeavors.
They're incredible.
Europeans do drink. So do Europeans. Are we just classifying them? In
Europe is so different from the United States, and there's parts of the United States I like better, but there's a lot of Europe that I like a lot. Just the attitude, the
Jennifer.
laissez-faire. The emphasis seems to be on living a little more than accumulation of,
Thanks, Melissa.
toys.
Toys.
Yeah, I mean, spending quality time with your family rather than out buying,
Thanks, user.
toys or earning money to buy toys.
No, Mimi, because all my family members are not in California, other than the
You have
people
one.
I have birthed.
You have your cousins in California,
Well,
Monique.
yeah, my dad's side, which I never see. But for the most part, like my mom's side of the family, who I'm the closest with, thanks, Kim, is in Nashville. Yeah.
Terry, absolutely. Naples.
I'm Italian, I found out, Terry, just so you know.
She's Italian.
So.
And why her pizza isn't better? Now I don't know why. It should be in her blood. Pizza sauce should be in your blood.
Oh, I love my Nashville people. I love Nashville. One of my friends just went and she loved it. It's great. I think we're a good team. I mean, you know.
We are a good team. I mean, we are an imperfectly good team, right? We get through, we deal with our issues, we fight like cats and dogs, but we support each other where it's important. And, you know, against outside influences, we bicker about all sorts of things, including my dad, how you respond on social media. But in the end, we're our own people. She's strong, and she's not going to conform to what I say, even though I take a very different attitude or a different philosophy. We're two different people, and I'm not going to step on her, and she doesn't step on me. And
You step on me all the time.
I don't step
Gag
on you.
order.
I don't gag order.
Gag
So
order.
relax a little bit. That's all.
Gag order.
I was a criminal lawyer.
I just wish you would let me do my thing. That's it.
Which is fine, but
Jennifer, good night.
thanks, Borowski. I appreciate that. Borowski or Zay. Barakze.
You did
I apologize
Gatlinburg?
for.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, someone's from Gatlinburg.
Here's the
Tennessee.
thing. I don't need permission. I don't ask. Trust me. Mimi, hello. Have you watched me long enough? I just do it. And even if he doesn't like it, I still do it anyway.
And that's appropriate, right? I'm not her boss.
You're not.
Betty, believe me, I sit here sometimes and just, I mean, please stop, but I'm not going to, it's not me. I mean, that's me. She's her. And we're going to appeal to, you know, to potentially different people, but those are our personalities. And when you start altering your personalities, that's when the content goes down.
Oh, hi, Juanita.
For you, 88, I think I enjoy that comment. I think that's a nice comment.
He doesn't clean up anything. Oh, you don't mean that in the operative sense, Harley man? No, he's not a cleanup man. Well, it depends in what sense you're referring
I mean,
to.
I'll clean you up. Just give me
I
the
do.
green light.
I mean, and that's the thing everybody has to realize is that we are who we are. I'm a little bit more out there. I'm a little bit more expressionate. He's not. He's a little bit more private. I am not.
Aardvark soup. I love that
But,
term.
you know, I mean, maybe that's why he loves me. I don't know. Do you love
I've
him?
always loved you. I can't. It just happened. You can't help it. I mean, we're very different than when we fell in love. We become completely
Me,
different
I'm the
people.
boss.
But you either, you know, you
I think I came out more with social media. I think I was more subdued and more submissive and more like, yes,
I'm more
Okay,
the
sir.
same way I always was.
I'm just my true self. This is who I've always wanted to be, but I was subdued and gagged for so long.
Kay, she's definitely not private. And she kind of takes some of my laundry and puts it out there, but
It's my journey.
what the hell? I mean, who cares?
I've done better. I really try to respect your wishes.
Nora, what attracted? I can't tell you, but I just fell for this person when I was young, and it was love. I mean, that's what it was. We were in love. We did split up for a year and a half, like because she was so young and she needed to experience other people, and I didn't know if we'd ever get back and make it back together. And you know, despite some during that period, I dated a lot, and I found somebody that
Deep breaths, Ash.
probably would have I'd probably be married to today, but
Wine.
we ended up together
It's
because
hard.
that's where life wanted us. That's where life took us.
I mean, I think ultimately we have a great relationship. I don't think there's any other relationship that would be better for me. I mean, maybe somebody that helped out a little bit more, like with yard work and shit, but gutters, you know, plumbing, you know, the typical man stuff. But other than that, it's great.
I'm not a real man.
Bosa.
I used to look like Bosa, at least body-wise, by the way. Maybe
No,
that's what she's into.
You've never looked like Bosa.
Right, I was better because I wasn't 300 pounds. I was
His
ripped
front
and
squat. His front squat's 475.
Hey, well, fucking, I didn't squat, okay?
Did you
I
just
didn't
say
squat.
fucking?
I didn't fucking squat. And I mean, who the hell? Squatting is the dumbest exercise in the world. Here, let me just fucking throw 1,000 pounds on my back and let it just compress all of my vertebrae together so that I can walk around like my dad at 50. Don't squat. If you work out, don't squat.
Oh, bye, Linda. Fucking. Some of the outside chores I do. I just try to, Kathleen, I try to do the things that I can do and pay for the shit that I actually hate doing.
Thank you
It's
for the
compromise.
follow.
You
A
have
quick
to,
follow, guys. If you like the content, a quick follow is appreciated.
Did you hear the? He was a little angry when he said that.
I am not from Pittsburgh, and a lot of people are saying that. I think it's more
Bacon.
the fact I have a little pouch in my mouth or
No.
my dental work. Something makes me talk like I'm from Pittsburgh, but I don't think I've ever been to Pitt. I've never been to Pittsburgh.
He's not really retired, Robert. He's an attorney.
I'm always going to be an attorney, but I am retired to the
No, I
extent
don't
that
agree
I'm
with
not
that.
taking new clients or new cases. I'm working through my old
You're too
cases,
sloth, girl.
and now I'm a salesman.
Leslie.
Like I told my dad.
No, you've asked that question many times. Mrs. D Sal NorCal 3, you don't have to subscribe to. I do a subscription, a subscribers live. So if you want to participate in that, you subscribe to it. If you don't have to.
Is
I'm
that
on
3 or
plenty of times.
2?
That's 3.
Okay, so 3, yeah. It's no need to subscribe to anything but her number 3
No, you don't
because
have to.
she does
Yeah.
actual subscription only lives.
Yeah, but you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to.
Yeah,
But
you don't.
other than that, I go on every morning running.
Where are you going? All right. Ah! Oh shit! I squashed one of my balls. Underwear. Sorry guys.
Balls. Manscaping.com.
I better manscape again.
For all your ball pleasures, choose Manscaped. You too. Can
Why
have-
don't grandparents have rights to their grandkids? They do in California. There's a new law that pushes that.
do the wink?
Buymanscaped.com.
Speaking of balls,
DCL20.
D-Cell 20.
And spray them. We got the spray in there.
The spray
That's good. Yeah, buy something from Manscaped. Manscaped.com. Use the code, and then they'll hire us to do a commercial every month, which is really, that's all I want. I'm going to do one funny commercial every month. I can deal with, writing and producing it, and one a month would work for me. And maybe some other product that was funny too. Thanks, Josh. I appreciate that. Someone asked, are they touching the toilet water yet, Dan? And the answer is no, but my dad, I can just tell you, I'm not going to describe how I know or why, but as you get older, they do drop, and I do believe that is an issue for older men.
What?
I do believe that.
Ball drop?
Yeah, balls dropping in the toilet.
Well, just
I'm not there
just like
yet.
everybody. I mean, our boots
But-
drop, things drop.
Yeah,
I mean,
gravity
it's gonna
is
happen.
evil. Gravity is about as evil as dementia, and yes,
Hey,
that
guys.
does happen. I'm
Hey
aware of
guys,
that.
just so you know,
'Cause I have to deal with
if
it.
you would like to support us and our family and Dan's retirement from law, you too
Keep me out of the law.
You too can have Manscaped. Your balls will thank you, and so will your lady.
Manscaped.com.
D-Cell 20. Wink.
I'm not the creator. I wish I was the creator of Manscaped, but no. A guy named Mr. Tran, I don't remember his first name, John Tran, started it with somebody else. And they were actually on Shark Tank. You could probably find it on YouTube. I haven't found it. But this company originally was Mark Cuban bought a piece of it. I don't know what happened to that transaction or whether it went through, but
What?
that was the
Manscaped?
original. Yeah. I just make commercials because it's a fun product.
Why did you turn this more on you? Is there a reason?
I don't.
Is there a
you
reason
left.
you cut me out?
You left. So
Is
I
there
just
a
turned it.
reason you cut me out of my own
Not on
YouTube?
purpose.
You
Everything's
could.
ball spray is real. That
It could be
Manscaped
for
is
women
real.
too.
It is
No,
just
it's really rude.
we're trying to make the advertisements different than what you typically see. I want to make them. I want to make ads that people want to watch. I want people to look forward to the next ad, and that's my intent. So I
that's our-
write them and try to be humorous.
That's
They
our-
are real, even though they seem maybe not real. They are real ads. I will contact Sam after. If Sam sends me something, I would love to hear that. I have gotten some messages from people that knew my dad way back when, and it's really neat, you know, like somebody who knew him at the hospital he worked at, and she was only like 19 at the time, and you know, now she's 60 something with kids, and she said, I remember your dad. And I did exchange emails with her. It was really neat.
Somebody couldn't sleep for days. Come to find out I had Lyme disease. Shit. Gwendolyn, really?
Yeah, I could use Manscaped.
No, you can do your hair too. I
Absolutely.
mean, you can use it for anything. Just so you know. It's multifaceted. And women, you can too. If you don't like the fresh, slicked vinyl look, you too can shave with Manscaped.
Yes, it's a razor. It will work on any hair.
It's not a
equally.
razor.
Or it's a trimmer.
Don't be fucking up.
Well, it's a trimmer razor. I don't know what the hell.
It's a trimmer,
It's a trimmer.
not a trimmer razor. Remember how you yelled at me the other day about the water pick?
A regular razor is going to get the hair from, you know, you're going to shave it all off,
Jules,
right?
just a blow.
These trimmers you can shave to any length, whatever length you want. You can trim it up to your partner's desire.
Mm-hmm.
And they do have razors.
They
for
do
face.
have
Thanks,
razor.
Josh.
One of my friends asked that. He said, "Do they have razors?" I said, "I don't know."
I remind you of Henry Winkler.
Ziad, do you think Grandpa can hear?
He's
I
sleeping,
see
yeah.
her in a smoky room, smell of wine
And cheap perfume
Okay,
for a
no more.
smile you
No,
could
no more
share
for
the night.
YouTube is very weird. Anyhow, that's my favorite song.
Nobody's going to mistake me for Steve Perry. I can
No, but
guarantee
it's
you.
using the exact words. You can't do
Alright.
that on YouTube.
Great song, by the way. Great song. The
You're
Plow.
at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth.
Not.
Not.
The longest lines on earth.
It's called the Plow. Shut the
Disneyland.
front door, Josh. The Plow.
The Plow.
Oh my god.
I'm going to have to get the Plow. They didn't send me the Plow.
I know. Why didn't you get the Plow?
I'm going to call him. Give me the Plow. I need the Plow.
I'll use
Where's
the Plow.
Pop while you all collect? He's in his room, hanging out,
Mhm.
waiting for us to collect another check.
But we're not collecting when he's not here, so
Yeah, that's
thank you for
unfortunate.
your view.
We'll have to bring him back.
The little kitten. He's a beast.
Hey.
Dan's
What the
not
Fonz
the
say?
Fonz.
Hey.
Dan is not low key like the Fonz. The Fonz,
Fonz
Was-
is cool.
he is
cool.
not cool as a cat.
And he wore a leather jacket. I don't wear leather
No.
jackets.
And you're just not cool.
I'm not cool.
You're not.
I'm more like
calm.
Richie Cunningham.
Ay. Mm-mm.
Lori, I cannot wait to eat tonight. In fact,
What are
I'm
you eating?
starving. I'm not exactly sure. Do we have anything to eat?
You know, Hannah's coming home tomorrow, and she's gonna expect dinner.
Do I have to make a turkey burger?
We can do turkey burger.
Henry Winkler from, he was on Happy Days, and he was also on some show on HBO, some lawyer show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it was. But
Murder, She Wrote, and
Was
there's
he on-
other thing. Drink. My dinner's being
I,
drunk.
I cannot yet kick a jukebox, or I would have liked to be able to hit a pinball machine and make it work, but
You know,
I'm not
here's the
master
thing.
that.
The memory loss. You know, do we all worry about it? I mean, cancer is more scary to me.
Yeah, if I live long enough to have memory loss, that'll be a good thing.
Cancer scares me more than memory loss. I saw my mom go through it. Brutal. And that's the thing that you have to think about. It's all perspective. I've lost a parent to a self-inflicted gun wound. I've lost a parent to cancer. Dan's losing a parent to dementia. And let me tell you, Ed's life isn't as bad. Just saying. Anyhow, yeah, it's horrible. Stage 3 cancer, I'm so sorry. And you're so young. Where's JoJo?
And for those of you that haven't seen
She's moving.
the Manscaped
I'm sorry.
ads,
Do you mind?
they're on my page.
Hold on. The Quiet Witch. Do you mind me asking what kind of cancer you have? You don't have to.
You don't have to, but I was going to say, if you haven't seen the ads for Manscaped, they're on my channel. They're both pinned, so you can go check out the ads. They're my comedy writing sketches?
Karen, no, we haven't always gotten along so well. This is
Who,
probably
you and me?
no. Well,
Or you and Ed?
me and Ed.
No, no, they did not get along great.
Hi, Kimberly. Yeah.
Pound Down is my favorite Christmas song. I don't know that one,
My
but I'd like
dad,
to learn it
my mom died at
in
53,
practice. A lot of
and my
practice,
dad died at 55. 55.
which is like, I'm 56. And I don't died at 49 of that fucking heart attack.
And I prefer, from the ways that I've seen, I prefer Ed's way.
Kay asked, "What's for Christmas dinner?" I'd like
Just
to
so you
ask
know.
that too. Can you tell me what's for
Yes.
dinner? All right.
You made it. Your cupping video made me stop. I don't know what that means. I'm making.
Stop and look.
I'm making a do. I'm doing I'm making my sauce, my spaghetti sauce, and I'm doing a pasta bake.
A pasta bake.
Yeah, with my sauce. Yeah. No, I'm the oldest out of my brothers. I'm not sure if you saw gastric cancer. No.
I mean,
The Quiet Witch. Is that what you have? I'm sorry. I can't imagine.
hey, from Limpopo,
Cotabazi?
SA, South Africa, I assume.
Santorini, I'm scared, because I'm almost 50. I'm 50. My mom died at 53.
I mean, it is scary when that happens, but it is now. We're 2 hours in. Can we eat now?
Yep.
Guys, we're going for 2 hours, so we're gonna go eat. This kind of flew by tonight. It was kind of fun.
Quiet
Thank
Witch.
you.
We're here for you.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. And it is Wednesday. We'll be back on Friday.
I'll be back in the morning.
And
On my
Danielle will be back
Mrs.
in the
DeSalina
morning.
Cal 3.
Thank you for the snowman. And a quick follow would be appreciated. And if you haven't
Love
seen
you guys.
the ads, go check out the ads. They're
You hussy.
attempt at comedy. I hope you guys like them, and then check out my dad. So thanks for the
shit,
follows,
Mom.
guys, and a quick follow would be greatly appreciated. And everyone have a wonderful night and a wonderful tomorrow.
Chowtown, baby. Not that guy.
What are you talking about there, dear?
No Chowtown.
Thanks again, guys.